Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. We have a 2014 Super Snake wide body for you today that we're gonna break all down, show you guys the total spec, go over the invoices, how much the total cost was to build this car back in 2014. This is done in ruby red metallic, our first one in this car, in this color. Awesome, especially with the black stripe, the black wheels, and 850 horsepower, a lot to like here on the Super Snake wide bodies. Here we have our 2014 Shelby GT500 Super Snake wide body. Wide body is such a great look on these cars. You have the 13-14 body style, which as a GT500 was a great car in and of itself, equipped with the 5.8 liter V8, 662 horsepower. And now you sent that back to Shelby Vegas for all of your upgrades for the Super Snake package, and this is what you get upon return. An 850 horsepower absolute monster. This car is done in ruby red metallic, which is a stunning color on these cars. We had one earlier this year that was a GT500 with white stripes, and you see that a lot with the GT500 Super Snakes done in this color. Usually they're, white stripes or the black stripes, but they have the aluminum wheels. I just think this car looks so, sinister looking with the ruby red metallic, with the black over the top racing stripes and the black 20-inch forged wheels on all four corners, especially those deep dish wheels in the back because of that wide body. I mean, everything about this car just screams American muscle, front to back, top to bottom. This car is a one-owner car. Under the hood clean, interior clean, front splitter not a mark. The interior on this car has the upgraded Shelby Super Snake interior with the Recaro seats and your Super Snake embroidery, along with your mats. Just a great car. Now, as many of you may know, the Super Snake program from 2007 through 2014 has been shut down. No more can you send back a GT500 from those years to become a Super Snake, the wide bodies as well. So we've had a few now over the last few months. We didn't know at the time that the program was shut down, but after we sold one, I was getting so many phone calls and people offering over asking price. So I figured something was up, and then news started to leak a little bit more and more. Really shouldn't say leak, but more of the general public started to find out that you can't send back a GT500 for a Super Snake anymore. And that was always a thing when you had these cars. People would say, well, if I'm going to spend that much, I'll go buy a GT500, I'll send it back to Shelby and get my Super Snake. Well, that's not the case anymore. All the Super Snakes that are made out there from 07 to 14, there's no more. I know that they were supposed to cap every year at 500, but no year ever came close to that. When this particular car was done, the Super Snake package only cost, $17,000, $18,000. And I say only because now at the end of that program, you were paying double to get a wide body. So it would cost you around $35,000. So that's why a lot of people now, collectors, enthusiasts, want a Super Snake wide body. They're looking for the 2013 and 2014 models specifically. Really, I don't know how many wide bodies were made in 13 or 14. I'm sure those numbers will become available to the public here at some point, but it won't be a lot. I mean, you really start to factor in the total cost of this car, and it's pretty up there in terms of price and expensive. You had a car that cost close to, if not more than, $70,000 out the door as a GT500 Super Snake package, depending on when it was done, along with the wide body package. And you're talking a car that just with those two options could cost you another 70 to 80 grand. So you're looking at $150,000, just with a Super Snake wide body, and that's not to mention some of the other upgrades. So this one, a little bit different for us in terms of the color. Awesome ruby red metallic with the black over the top stripes. Just, we love our Super Snakes. We've had a few now this year. And it's a car that you don't really see on the market much. When one is listed, it's usually the only one, especially a wide body. And a lot of these cars now are just selling privately. They're not being marketed getting into collections, especially the Shelby collectors. And we've said it in one of our previous videos. I thought at the time, for the last probably 8 years or better, that these cars were some of the most undervalued cars on the market, and you're going to see them take a spike. And boy, that happened in a hurry. And again, everything right now is costing whatever the car costs to build, and then there's a premium on top of that. And we said that we believe strongly that these cars are your next Vipers. The ACR Extreme Vipers took a huge leap the last couple months, and especially past couple of years here, and we fully anticipate that happening with these Super Snakes. You know, they check all the boxes. You have a 1314, which has a GT500, was the last in a manual, high horsepower, 662 horse before you got sent back to Shelby. Car was done in Vegas, and Carroll had some influence on the build of this car. So if you're looking for something that is going to appreciate in value while still enjoying it, this car is definitely going to check all those boxes. So that's a wrap on our 2014 Ruby Red Metallic Super Snake wide body. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you are a fan of the Super Snakes, we've had a bunch. Look back at some of our previous videos on those, and also, you know, be on the lookout for what's to come here in the future.